This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Yeah. So today, till now we discussed points. What is BPM? What is BRE? What is BRPC? And what are the Pega features we have? And what is Pega PDN website? How to get the Pega software? How they build a Pega tool? What are the software they used? How to install Pega software in your local machine? What are the project methodologies there? Apart from the Pega tool, in the Pega project, what are the other tools are they using? Jira tool, what is Agile methodology, what are the roles are there, and our developer role, what are the certifications are available. After that, how to start the server, how to open the Pega application, then how to create our own operator account on Pega platform, how to create the new application on the Pega platform. Then how to give the project estimation, how to generate the documentation for your application, then how we can do the deployment from the in the Pega system, from one system to another system, development to testing, or one environment to another environment, from low environment to higher environment. These all things till now we saw that. There's one more thing is there. The Pega, when you are giving off three inputs, right? So what are the inputs they given? If you go for here, I will open that. So you given application name. You given application name. Where is that? You given application name, the application name and organization name. So organization name, what you given? BOFA, Bank of America. BOFA, Bank of America. All is there. After that, you give application name, loan app or custom app is the framework application. But now here loan app and application structure you given anything as a framework and implementation. After giving off these three inputs, Pega tool received the three input, then there is one some structure is created. How it is created? Pega knows only rule language. They don't know any other language. What are so by using of what are the rules they used to construct the structure and what is the formula they used? Mainly you know that as I told you already in the Pega there are the main rules is class rule and rule set rule. Class rule, rule set rule. When we discussed rule types, there I told you about the both main importance of the rules. Class rule. So mainly the class rule. So using of class rule, they constructed application structure. So today we'll see that what and why class rule and types, class rule types, and what are the standard class rules in Pega. Okay, the difference between abstract and concrete class rules. What is and why inheritance and types of inheritance. Same thing, difference between pattern and direct directed pattern inheritance, directed inheritance. What is an ECS, enterprise class structure? How to create ECS for your application after giving organization name, application name and application structure. The points you see now. So this structure mainly then Pega, how they build application mainly, you know why you are creating the application to declare and design business functionality. So for that we are going to creating of that application, how we are going to constructing here using of class rule. Using of class rule. So what is class rule? Already I told you class is nothing but is a template where we can declare or define rules for designing the or implementing of the business functionality. Is a class is a template. It is used mainly to declare and implement and execute the business functionality. We are calling the class rule. What and why? Types of class, there are two types of class rules: abstract class rule, concrete class rule. Why again defining two types here? Class rule means it is a template where they will declare and designed and execute or running the business functionality, right? Running means, you know, when you are going to creating of account in the Gmail application, there is a account number, sorry, there is a like account, you are giving all the information, first name, last name. This all information will be storing into the table. So you are entering the presentation layer, front end layer, how it is going to the back end database layer. Okay, how it is going database layer. So that is meaning of this. By running the functionality, by creating of, so you are entering of your first name, last name, date of birth, all kind of information here. The screen, page, you can call whatever, website, front end, then it is moving to here, storing to here. When you are again log in with your credential, it is go and check it, this person has account, and bring the data and show into presentation layer. This all will happen using of through business logic layer. So how this whole data is going here? By with object. When you are running with the object is nothing but is holding of business information. So class is a template where we can define. But why they define two abstract class and concrete class? Abstract class is we never create object. What do you mean object? Object is nothing but it is a duplicate of the class. When you want to transfer the data from the business logic layer to business, from the presentation layer to business logic layer, business logic to database layer through object only. Okay, when you want to transfer the data, when you want to move the data from one layer to another layer with the help of the object only. Object is nothing but a collection of business information. It is duplicate of the class. What are you defining the business functionality? What are entering the data? The data I want to bring from the presentation layer to business logic layer with the help of the object. So class will be creating the object. Why you need what is object is contain the business information. Why is required to moving the information from the one layer to another layer, a group of information, a collection of information easily we can do with the help of the object. That object how it will come? Class will create the object. It's a duplicate of the class. We can call another name also. Okay. But for abstract class, never create object. Concrete class will create the object. Then what is purpose of they introduce the abstract class here? Abstract class, see, well, already I told you that whenever you're designing the application, so it's very important. Whenever you're designing the application, we need to think it about proper construction, proper development, no reusable, no duplicates, no rework. We need to think it about space. So it means that we have to do the proper maintenance also and security also. For that, to avoiding of duplicates, declare once and reuse multiple places. As I told you yesterday, when you're creating of application before the, I think day before yesterday, right? So if you talk about between application, customer application, loan application, insurance application. So then what I can do, loan application I can create on top of the customer, then I can reuse. It will be supporting inheritance concept. So customer application is a parent, from that we are creating the loan application. Is a child, reusability, inheritance concept when we have the relationship. But what about with inside the application? Between application is fine. But what about within the application level? How the application you are designing using of class rule. Those classes we need to construct a proper way, proper organization structure, reusability structure. So abstract class mainly introduced here, abstract class mainly introduced here, reusable to purpose, declare once and reuse multiple places. Okay, reuse multiple places. Concrete class, what is purpose they introduce here? To execute the business functionality. How? By creating of object. Okay, class is a template where we can declare the business functionality. Because in our application you're providing of number of services, account services, saving account, current account, transactions, password, checkbook, credit card, debit card, all kind of services are available. I'm going to providing each service. I need to put separate room, not within the single room. What will happen? You put the single room, it will impact all other functionalities. How you are constructing your house, you're putting separate all the room. The same thing within the application level also, we need to define the separately. But those all things we need to put a proper organic structure as a reusability structure. We need to construct those all the structure as a reusability. So that's very important. Then less time, less space, good performance. So abstract class never create the object. It is used for reusing of the business functionality. Concrete class will create the object. It is used for to execute the business functionality by creating of object. The class A, comma B, comma C. By seeing the class name, I need to identify whether it is abstract class and concrete class. Where we can see hyphen, it is abstract class. Hyphen is not there. Those are the concrete classes. Okay, where we can see hyphen, it is abstract class. Where you're not able to see that, where we end of the name hyphen is not there. That's called concrete class. By seeing the person, we need to identify who is this person. By seeing the features, we can tell that, right? This guy is a particular family person, right? Or particular person's son. The same way, by seeing the class name, I need to identify that this guy is a. By seeing the class name is hyphen is there, is a abstract class. Hyphen is not there, is a concrete class. Okay. What is difference between abstract class and concrete classes? Abstract class will be used for the reusing of the business functionality. Concrete class for executing of the business functionality. An abstract class never create the object. Concrete class will create the object. Abstract classes end of the name hyphen is there. Concrete class doesn't have the hyphen. Okay. I already told you that from starting onwards we have inbuilt rules are available. Ready-made rules are there inside the Pega tool. The first rule we are discussing as of now, class rule. For class rule, is there any ready-made class rules are available inside the Pega product? Is there? They are one onwards. I'm telling you, right? We have ready-made rules, inbuilt rules, standard rules, predefined rules, the same terminology, right? So I think almost 1600 inbuilt class rules are available inside the Pega product. How we remember this much big count, right? Don't worry, even I don't know. At least a few class rule names you have to remember. Those are according to our structure: presentation layer, business logic layer, database layer, integration layer. Right? 4 layers are there. First, we'll talk about core application, single application. In 1600 classes level, in the business logic layer is a top level class work, database layer data, and presentation layer rule. So data hyphen. In the database layer, it is a top level class. So I am just telling you on key. Wherever you can see data in the class structure. Example. So if example a hyphen data. In this class structure level, wherever you can see data, that class structured, created and used for designing of the database layer. And a hyphen work is work or work hyphen whatever. Wherever we can see work name in the class structure level, that class structure is created, used for designing of the business logic layer. Standard statement here. It is standard syntax also I can say that. Wherever you can see work hyphen rule, whatever, finally you saw data is a database layer. You saw the work, it is a business logic layer. You saw the rule, it is a presentation layer. Wherever you can see integration, int means don't think integer, integration class. It is a integration layer purpose, standard syntax. Wherever you can see in the class structure level, data, it is a database layer purpose and work business logic layer purpose and presentation rule hyphen integration int hyphen standard statement by heart it. Now we have standard class rules according to our structure level. Presentation level is a top level class rule hyphen and business logic layer level work hyphen and database level data hyphen. What do you mean data hyphen? I am telling all because those all are the abstract classes. Why they're not created as a concrete class? Why they are converted as abstract class? Question. Correct. These all are the top level class in the Pega product according to three layers. I don't want to execute the business functionality. Those purpose only reusable to purpose. That's why I made it as abstract classes here. Don't create unnecessary object. If you're creating of object, then it will be occupying the RAM space. RAM, right? Memory space. It is occupying that. Then what will happen? When you don't have space in your system, it will be impact the your system performance, like application performance. Like the same thing, you need to avoid that. Where it is required, there only we need to create the object, then we can save the memory size space. So there is 1600 standard class rules, but there is 5099. All classes will be inherited top level class, that is called at the rate base class. At the rate base class is a top level class in the Pega. It is a parent top level. From that they derived, inherited, created, generated all other child classes. So, as I told you, abstract class is a reusable to purpose. Mean, for example, in a hyphen level, I created some x variable. That is, I want to use inside B. What I would again, you need to declare one more time x. Not good, is a duplicate. Already is available here. I want to reuse to the without declaring. I want to reuse from the A to B. So they both need some relationship is required. Some relationship is required. Then only they can reuse. What kind of relationship you can give it when you want to reuse? So you know well, parent and child relationship is the good relationship to reuse that. So I need to give the relationship between these two classes. That's why they introduce one of the concept here, inheritance concept. Inheritance concept is a family hierarchy. From that, they brought it into functionality level also, application level also. Family hierarchy means grandfather, father, or forefather, grandfather, father, child, reusability, whatever features or properties, everything, or business, whatever. So here, so parent and child relationship we can call inheritance. In Pega, we have two types of inheritance. Pattern inheritance, directed inheritance. Pattern inheritance, directed inheritance. What is that? Now, at the rate base class is a top level class. From that they derived, created child and generated all child classes for whatever rule hyphen or work hyphen, data hyphen. And question at that base class is a abstract and concrete is abstract class. Then question no hyphen, then how is said? Correct, hyphen is not there, but is abstract class. Why? It is top level class. I don't want to create object here. Just for the reusability of the functionality purpose, I kept this class. I'll put it at the top level. Whatever is required reusability, I can use three places plus the fourth place also. So now direct and it is simple. I can give one example. Your family hierarchy. Pattern inheritance is nothing but is a relationship hierarchy, relative to hierarchy. Now I can tell you that your work hyphen directly inherited from the at the rate base class. Your work hyphen is a standard classes will be created directly from the at the base class. This structure we can call direct inheritance. Either standard class or your customized class is a hyphen. So hyphen is abstract class, not there is a concrete class. But finally, it will be inherited directly. This is called directed inheritance. But if I come to pattern inheritance, I want to use some future properties from my mother's side and father's side. Relatives are there, uncle, auntie, something. We need to reuse them. So when we have when you have class structure, as you saw that my company hyphen HR hyphen work hyphen time off. Here four classes are there. One, two, three, four. These four classes they put proper organization structure for reusability purpose. So first we'll talk these two classes here. This is one class, that's fine. From that HR is a child class. It is inherited from this one. So through the name they are inheriting and where they given parent name as a prefix to the child class, that is called pattern inheritance. Okay, this is called direct inheritance because there is no parent name here as a prefix. So this micro company hyphen will be inherited directly from the at the rate base class. So prefix parent prefix is this called pattern inheritance, not there, that is called direct inheritance. So direct is the mandatory, pattern is the optional, because without direct inheritance there is no pattern inheritance. Without family hierarchy there is no relatives hierarchy. When family is there, then relatives will get it. So pattern inheritance through the name we are going to inheriting, that's called pattern inheritance. Directed means directly we are inheriting. So this is about inheritance concept, class structure and standard class rules. At least these five names at the base class, work hyphen, data hyphen, rule hyphen, int hyphen, please you have to remember these five class names. Remaining leave it, not a problem that. The work hyphen will have three child classes. The work hyphen will have three child classes. Work hyphen, it is a standard work class. It is abstract class. It will contain three child classes. Those are work hyphen, object hyphen, work hyphen, cover hyphen, work hyphen, folder hyphen. I think it is a pattern inheritance. Am I correct? It is a pattern because work object is the child. It is inherited from the work hyphen. They given the prefix name. So when we'll use object, when we'll use cover, cover is nothing but a group of objects, a group of requests, a collection of requests, but object is single request. Folder means a group of covers. A cover is nothing but folder. Inside the folder we have list of files. Each file you can call one object. Folder is nothing but a list of covers and objects, means a list of subfolders. So when you always will use work hyphen cover hyphen when you are going to creating of functionality. Why? Because your application will be providing of number of services. You have Amazon organization, you have purchase application is there. There you are going to you are a customer. You are going to purchasing you are purchasing some. You are giving order something like a laptop, mobile. Single user will be single user, you are the single user will be rising or purchasing multiple request, multiple products. Those are one is a laptop, because within a single request is not possible to order multiple products. For each product it will be taking the single order. Am I correct? Laptop, from mobile, pen drive, something blah blah we can give it. So this all one user will have the multiple request, multiple. So this concept you can call cover. If you go for only one object, so every time I need to recreate, restructure will be there. So I don't want the user, maybe we can he can add make multiple requests, so multiple cases, multiple service. So that's why we can go for the cover. So these about work hyphen child class, these all are the standard class structures only. So this is about standard class rules and inheritance concept. Now using of inheritance formula, mean these two formulas, using of class rule, they created application structure that is called enterprise class structure. Okay, using of inheritance formula, using of class rule input, they created one structure that's called application structure. By using of Pega tool, the structure you can call using of class, right? Application enterprise class structure. Why? Proper structure, reusability structure. Why? For the reusability purpose. Maybe in the future if you are going to adding of any new enhancement should not impact total application level, and proper security, proper maintenance, proper performance. You can consider these all bases. That's why we need to follow this structure. So how the Pega will be creating after giving of the three inputs, as you told that using of class rule and form inheritance, how the structure will be created, enterprise class structure will be created by the Pega tool, we can discuss right now. We can call enterprise class structure, we can call situation cake layer also. Now when this Pega will be created using of implemented structure framework, whatever, there are two layers will be created. One is organization layer, organization reuse layer, or parent layer. Organization reuse, organization reuse, please note this point, this word reuse layer. So each layer they constructed by using of class rule. As I told you yesterday, you know that, right? Inside the organization layer level, we have customer loan application, customer application, loan application, insurance application. In three places I want to reuse something, because for every time creating of application, that is not good practice. Application, you need to maintain the right, we need to more maintenance for the application level. So is a complex functionality, no option I need to create. Very simple and medium, even those feature reusable features also I don't want to create one single application. Without creating of application, is there any way to reuse those functionalities, declare and reuse for the other places? Yes, that is, we kept there is one more place organization layer. That structure will be created, the structure will be designed by using of class rule. So organization reuse layer, according to we have three layer structure: business logic layer, presentation layer, database layer, integration layer. But there is no presentation layer, because presentation layer only reuse purpose, no declarative purpose. For designing of presentation layer, we need to declare those all the things inside the business
You
logic layer only. Hello? Yeah. Someone saying, please.
sir, your voice.
What about now? For others, yeah, please. For others, for others. Abhijit, Bishwa,
We
Jayashree,
are,
everyone,
we are,
please.
yeah, we are audible.
Voice is clear, right? Okay. So, so it is only, it's not a declarative place, it is a view place. So for that, whatever is required, I will declare here. So the class rule will be declared here only to declare it and call and reuse to here for only view purpose. So that's why there is no class structure for the presentation layer inside the particularly presentation layer level. So we need to declare inside the business logic layer only. So actually already ready-made class rules are there, as I told you, but why again you are creating your own class rules? Correct. Pega tool is saying that, boss, I came for the public, not for you. I didn't came for you alone. I came for all the people. You can use me, don't modify me. You can use me and do what you want, but you don't have rights to modify me, because I came for all the people. So I kept everything inside the Pega prod. On top of that, you don't have rights to modify the Pega product. On top of that, you can create your own application and reuse whatever you want from the Pega product to your application. That's why we need to create our own everything. Those things should be inherited from the Pega product. So like same formula, we are going to creating of application. For the creating of application, we need to use our own class rule. Those all class rules we need to inherited, linked, mapped from the Pega product class rules, because to reuse the all the things from the Pega classes to our application class rule. So here in the business logic layer, in the organization layer level, we have three: business logic layer, database layer, and integration. So with the organization name, the class rule is created. This is the top level class for your application level. Organization hyphen data hyphen, this is database layer. Organization hyphen int hyphen is integration layer. These things will be inherited from the Pega standard. Is a parent classes, data hyphen int hyphen and work. What is rule set to talk to later? So whatever I written here manually, this is already created by the Pega tool. I will show that proof here. Click enter. Now there are two layers. Organization layer with organization name. Organization layer is created with application name. Application layer. If you use implementation layer, if you use framework, we can say is a framework layer and implementation layer or application layer. With organization name, if you see that the layer is be created, structure will be there, those are class will be created. The class rule is available under sysadmin category. We never create manually. It's created by the Pega tool, but I'm showing that how the Pega is created. Class rule. So if you expand sysadmin category, already for the business logic layer purpose, the class rule will be created. Okay, expand this. It's taking time. Yeah, class rule, class rule, class rule buffer. Open this. Buffer is a organization name. With organization name, the first class, main class, top class will be created for your application level. Is a top level class for your application. If you talk about your top level class, the Pega product at the base class, at the rate base class. But if you talk your application level, what is the top level class? Organization name class. Is abstract concrete class. Same formula you can use. Is all top level class we can make it abstract class. I don't want create the object because the organization reuse there itself the name reuse means those all structure need to inside whatever you created all are the abstract classes only for the reusable to purpose. Then the layer we need to construct by using of abstract class. So open that top level class is id. What is me rs rule set? This class rule is stored inside this rule set. What is that? We'll talk to later. Now general tab, external, advanced, history. History about the class rule, you need to write it. Then advanced tab, external mapping. For mapping of this table, this class I need to store and map somewhere. We need to put it that one. So now generic, by seeing the class type, it is the abstract class. So abstract class rule. And this rule set will contain the rule set version. We'll talk to you later. Then this class, there is no any prefix name. This will be inherited. Your organization name class will be inherited from the work hyphen cover hyphen. Open this. It is a parent. It is a direct inheritance. This is standard class. It is inherited. It will be supporting direct inheritance and pattern inheritance. Pattern inheritance level parent is work hyphen and direct is the same. If you open this, I'm just showing the family hierarchy how the internal structure they created. Abstract class will be. So finally, at the base class, if you open this, there is no any this is top level class. Now I want to see this family hierarchy. Right click on this. There is inheritance concept will be there. It will be show the family hierarchy, class structure hierarchy. Click inheritance option. This is a top level class. This is our customized classes. It means that we created. This is inherited from this. Who is parent for this? This. Who is this parent for this? This. This is the top to bottom hierarchy is a directed. It is a dual inheritance where we can see both. Pattern will be there. Directed is a directed. No any not applicable. There is no any parent for this class. Now if we talk the same thing database layer. So I want to create. There are some tables are there reused for the multiple application. So those things I'm going to keeping inside the organization layer level. Data hyphen under the sysadmin category. If you expand the class rule organization hyphen data. The same thing family hierarchy. So this it will be inherited data hyphen. It will be inherited from the other base class. You want to see the family hierarchy, right click on this inheritance concept. Who is parent for this? This. So is a pattern inheritance directed and directed, so no prefix, no prefix. There's no any inheritance because no parent itself here. This is a starting class structure is a level 1, level 2, level 3. If we talk about this core application, presentation layer things also I'm going to creating inside the organizational business logic layer level itself. Now if you go for integration layer, that is external purpose. If you want to create, if you want to connect any other application as a consumer, as a service, getting of service, providing of service, we need to put separate, should not combined inside the here. We need to put separate room, separate place. For that we need to construct by using of class rule, that is integration hyphen. So buffer hyphen integration. What do you mean FW? This is called framework. You know, right? We create framework structure application, right? On top of that we create the so organization layer, framework layer, and down your application layer. So grandfather, father, child. For this organization layer, who is the parent? Pega product. That's called forefather. Forefather, grandfather, father, child. This is the family hierarchy. Now think about implementation layer. Both will be same. Framework and implementation structure will be common, but only difference reusable and specific requirement. Implementation specific requirement and framework reusable. Now if you go for loan application, yeah, buffer loan app, how the structure will be created. Go for the implementation layer, application and child layer. Organization hyphen application hyphen. Organization hyphen application hyphen work. Organization hyphen application hyphen data. Organization hyphen application hyphen end. Same structure. But now in this application layer level is not a reuse layer, because here I'm going to execute the functionality. So now I need to give the concrete class. So organization hyphen application hyphen work, it is a concrete class. It will be create the object. Is database layer for creating of database layer purpose and integration layer purpose. The structure will be created. That will show you that same thing. Expand the work work and sysadmin category. Under that organization application, open this. It is a concrete class. It is a class group. Doesn't belongs to class group or belongs to class. What do you mean that class group? I'll talk to you Monday. Now see the hierarchy. Same thing, open one by one if you want. Otherwise you can see, right click on this. Question again, if in your application level, if you see the work, that work is created by us. Before application, those all are the product class rules. So till these all are the our customized class rules created by you. These all are the Pega product class rules. So I want to reuse functionality to here. I need to link, that is using of inheritance formula. They're the inputs, they're the formula. Using of this formula, I constructed this class structure. For what purpose? Reusability purpose. Reusability means declare once functionality and reuse wherever you want. Like that, for the business logic layer class structure, integration layer purpose, database layer purpose, all the class structure will be created. What is UI pages? User interface pages. If you want to use traditional theme when you're creating the application, we selected these two options are traditional and Cosmo. We selected traditional themes mean makeup, that is we already they kept it in the UI pages. We can reuse it for your application purpose. So this is the way the enterprise class structure will be created for your application by Pega tool. We never create them manually, but how the Pega is created after receiving these inputs, I'm just explained the manually. I understand the first time it will be difficult for you. So this recording you have Saturday, Sunday. Watch multiple times. Understand it. Still, if you're not able to understand, let me know. I can explain you. I can repeat you on Monday. But first, I'll ask you a question where you not understand. First, try your side. Put effort your side. I'm going to giving you some task for you. Can you please note it? Organization name is SBI. Application name is Home Loan. Structure should be implementation of framework. If we give the three inputs, how the application structure will be created by the Pega tool, please write the manual in the notepad, not notebook, notepad. I want to see when in our system. If you written in the notebook, I cannot able to see that, right? Please, this is the task for the Monday class for you. Then I can understand what you understand that. We never create the manual here. Pega only create, but you should understand the internal structure, how they are doing this. Okay? Organization name is SBI and application name is Home Loan and structure should be, you can take implementation framework, how the structure will be created. Please take the reference here and application or Pega, you can send it. You can note it on by seeing this, you can write manually in a notepad and show me in Monday class. This is about enterprise class structure will be created by the Pega tool. It is designed by the class rule with inheritance formula. What is rule set and class group? We'll talk on Monday. So now this concrete class, right? If we come, it is creating object. This object I need to store in the table, right? So that's why if you see that there is a test, if you open the abstract class, no test connection. But if you open the concrete class, we can see test connection means this class will be creating object. That object I need to store in the backend. So as of now, we didn't create any tables, but the same as we have the standard class rules, we have standard tables also. Almost 200 above tables are there. No worry, but even I don't know all the tables. Few tables we need to remember regularly. We are using always in the Pega project. So now this class instance created object. It is mapped stored in this table that is PC underscore work table. Can you please note the some standard table names? PC underscore work, PC underscore work, standard tables. PC underscore work, PC underscore assign underscore work basket and PC underscore PC means process command means BPM work list PR underscore other tables PR underscore operator ID. What are the standard? At least these five names you need to remember. Remaining is not required. What is this? I'll talk to you on Monday. Standard tables. Pega product tables. Fine. We'll see the Monday class remaining about the class group, standard tables and rules set in the Monday class. That you know that Monday we have the you need to till now what we discussed theoretically, practically. Intro point of level you need to prepare well. If you have any questions, please note it. Monday I'll check your system and we have the mock entry also. After that, we'll proceed on that. Clear? Any questions from anyone? Okay, fine. We'll see the sound on Monday. Bye. Happy weekend.